Hi, my name is Peter,
I'm Melanie.
and we are athletic therapists and reconditioning specialists coming to you live from our basement with our daughters, Olivia, and our daughter, Sophia.
So today, as we are athletic therapists, we see a lot of people that come in with injuries pertaining to some of the movements and exercises that they're doing. So today we're going to go over the squat. So the squat, often there's a lot of different issues with people's different squat patterns, and we want to show you different ways how you can improve the squat and then keep conditioning and strengthening your squat pattern and getting stronger in your home workouts. So we're going to start with Peter here to show the first squat. So when we test people, we first look at the overhead squat as a testing assessment. So theoretically, you want to start with the bar so that Peter faces. You want the bar at 90 degrees over your head, so your arms have to be at 90 degrees, okay? And then you bring the bar over top of your head. Now we're going to go profile here with Peter. Okay, so as Peter goes, keeps his head into the arms overhead, head in line, and he's going to drop down into a full squat pattern, keeping the heels on the ground. So you're trying to keep that bar overhead and then coming straight back up. So Peter has a very good squat pattern. Okay, so he can go all the way down nice and low, maintain a knee alignment, has a foot and heel down, and has a good overhead extension of the spine. Peter has a flat back, so he's a little bit of an advantage here in being able to because he already likes that extension. So Peter here could do a loaded squat. He could go into doing any jump squats or putting any weights because his patterning is good. Now we're going to take Olivia. So Olivia's going to start. Yeah, let's go down into your squat. Okay, and now come back up. So if we see here, Olivia goes and bends too far forward. Let's see if you do that, what you want to do to regress is you're going to put the bar across your chest and cross it over your body. So now it removes the arms in the position, and let's see if she still does the same thing. So go down into the squat, okay, and then come right back up. Okay, so she still leans too far forward, okay? We see this with so many people. I would say about 85 to 90% of the people that we see flex too far into the squat. And especially in our group fitness classes, we see all these people doing these half deadlift, half squat pattern. So what can we do to help Olivia improve her squat? One of the things you can do is you can do an assisted squat with the tubing. So Olivia's gonna take her tubing here across. The tubing is going to assist her and help her maintain her alignment. So the further she backs up with the tubing, the easier it's going to be. So now, Olivia, you feel a little bit of tension. You're standing in a nice straight position. Excellent. Feet are also a little bit bigger than shoulder width apart. Your feet stay planted. So your big toe, your heel, and your baby toe are your 3 points of contact, and you keep your feet well planted on the floor. Now you're going to go down into your squat. Okay, now look, this is a perfect position, and then come right back up. So she needs to do 10 reps of these to start getting her patterning to get into a proper squat. So let me do 2 more, please, Olivia. Good, and then right back up. Excellent, 1 more. So now she's learning how to be in the right position. Now if she goes a little bit closer to there's going to be less tension, it's going to be more challenging, and she's going to have to do it more on her own. Go down into your squat again. Good, and now come back up. And she's working a little bit harder, 1 more time. Fantastic. So this is one way you can work to improve your squat. Perfect, thank you. So now we have Sophia here. So Sophia, we're going to work something else because there's another kind of correction we want to work with her. So Sophia, you're going to put your arms out in front of you, and you're going to go down into your squat, please. Okay, so now I don't know if you guys notice how her right knee, go back down into your squat again, her right knee tends to drop in and then open up a little bit. So to correct that, she stays upright, but we want to correct her knee alignment. So we take a little mini band and put that mini band around her legs, just above her knees. So now this is creating a bit of tension, and it's going to condition that right knee to try to avoid that knee from falling inwards. You want to keep that knee out. But you still want to keep your big toe down, your baby toe down. So all 5 toes are well planted, as well as her heel, her arms out in front. And now you're going to apply a little bit of tension against the mini band as you go down into your squat. Excellent. And control the movement up and down. Go again. Good. And then nice and slow, so you're working the whole movement. Keep your feet planted, look straight ahead. Give me 1 more. Much better. So if you see her right knee is getting much stronger, and she's going to condition and correct that so that when she takes a mini band off, she'll have a better squat.
Okay, so now we've got another person coming in to do a squat, and that's Melanie. So we're going to see what Melanie's squat looks like, and the same principle applies. Stick on the head, arms at 90 degrees. She's got this. Now we're going to take a look at Melanie's squat, and you'll notice that as she goes down, there's a little bit of a lean forward, quite a bit of a lean forward, but we want to make sure we can correct for that. So same principle with Olivia. We're going to go down. She does get a little bit more improvement in terms of the depth, but her extension's a little bit more of an issue. So what we're going to try and do is load that up a little bit more. However, let's just see what the ankles look like, because knowing Mel from her history of ballet and soccer, she's very dominant in her calves. So what we're going to do is take a look and see, is it really the ankles issue? So usually about 4 inches apart, or about where my hand is, the width of my hand, either a wall, a hockey stick, or a ringette stick. What she's going to try and do is keep her heel on the ground and try and really reach for that stick. This is going to give us an idea of how much movement there is in the ankle joint, so we can see, can she get that further forward and right back? She can do this as an exercise to actually help gain some of that ankle mobility. Go again a couple more times.
So I should be able to touch the stick here right now, but this is creating, so I have too much ankle restriction to be able to touch the stick to be able to do a full squat.
Whereas when I had my squat, I was able to get that that ankle mobility right in through there. Let's try the other one now. And again, we have to test both, because it could just be an issue that there was one ankle that might be limiting that more than anything else. And she tries to keep her heel on a little bit better, but she's trying to keep her heel on there. As an exercise, that would be something she would do on a regular basis as a warm-up or as a preconditioning tool to her squats. Now, we're going to grab a kettlebell, and we're going to see how a kettlebell can actually load the pattern a little bit better and allow her to get a little bit more into her squats. So Mel's going to just basically hold the kettlebell in a goblet-style position, and she's going to go down into a squat. You'll notice that the load itself and the load in front actually counterbalances her a little bit more, so she's able to tolerate that a little bit more. You'll notice that the shin angle and her spine angle, and right back up, we'll do a couple more. Her shin angle and her spine angle are pretty much the same. When you see that, then you can rest assured that that's a pretty darn good squat. So this will be something for Melanie to work on to become a lot more proficient with her squats.